After sailing from Peterhead to the west coast around Cape Rat, I decided to sail south and finish the circumnavigation and stop off at the Southampton Boat Show on the way. We left the beautiful anchorage of Badachrow near Gairloch and had a lovely sail down to the island of Rona just east of Skye. In the harbour on Rona there are moorings for £15 a night, and the local island minder also sells venison. The island is great for a walk, and there's also a museum where you're free to roam around and look at all the old artefacts and buildings. I would highly recommend the local venison. Next morning we set off on the inner sound of Rassy towards Skye Bridge. I was feeling confident with the drone to try and get her to fly under the bridge and follow Leah. But the first attempt failed and I had to go back and pick her up. It's hard to describe the stress in trying to catch the drone off a boat, but I think you can see it here in my face. The second attempt of flying under the Skye Bridge went well, and I finished the evening with the rest of the venison from Rona. Six knots of current. The next morning I was a little early for the small pass at the Coil of Lochria, but I decided to attempt it. There was no getting through as I had over 8 knots against me, so I had to turn around and wait an hour or so. About an hour and a half later it was a different world, and I managed to slip through and out into the sound of sleet. Once around Ardnamurchan Point, I went into Tobermory for the night and a bite to eat. The next day started with fog and mist and no wind, and pretty much ended the same way. It was a bit of negotiating with currents again, as I came between Scarborough and Jura and out into the Great Race. I had read up on the Great Race on the north side of Jura, and it really lived up to its reputation. I motored on in fog towards the pass between Jura and Ely, and eventually figured out how to Wi-Fi the radar up into the cockpit using the tablet and phone, and it made life a lot easier. Once through the pass, I got some grub together and settled down in the cockpit for the night towards the Mull of Kintyre.